Okay, here we are with another modern matchup. Once again we're playing Gruul Zoo, and I believe our opponent is playing Mono Blue Tron. This is our opener. It's not the absolute best. We would like a 2-drop or another 1-drop of some kind that's not Grim Lavamancer, as that's not as aggressive as we'd like, but turn 1 Goblin Guide is always nice. We're on the play here, so let's just hope to draw into something a little more exciting, but let's see how it goes with this hand. So the Stomping Ground and set with Goblin Guide, revealing a power plant. So not too happy to be giving away a Tron piece, but I think hopefully that means that he won't have too fast a start. So we draw a Goblin Guide, another Goblin Guide, which is nice, and we're just going to Rancor of our other guide. Could play Grim Lavamancer. Not sure which would have dealt more damage in the long term, but since we haven't got any cards in our graveyard, there's not a ton of point playing Grim Lavamancer. But he still can attack for 1, provided he doesn't drop something out. So he plays a Talisman into an Expedition map. We're going to attack for 6, put him down to 6. Could have used a Rampager there, I suppose. How much would we have done? 8, 9. Put him down to 2, yeah. I suppose there's we could have done that. I don't think it's going to make a lot of difference, but we'll see what he does here. He can't actually do a whole lot. He can put Tron together, but he's only going to have 5 mana if he does that for this turn, so I think we should be alright here. So yeah, he's going to use the Expedition map and find the tower, and he's going to play a Solemn, which is not going to be enough, not with our Rampager, so we're going to attack, see how he blocks. We have a Worm Coil off the top, so I think we're just going to be just in time to win this game. He blocks a Goblin Guide, and we're just going to pump our Grim Lavamancer for 4, and that's the game. So yeah, pretty close actually, quite a tight one. If he'd had a repeal or something, we might have actually just been too far behind, but because Worm Coil is definitely not something we want to see, but we managed to win just in time. So let's move on to game 2. So we're going to be on the draw here, which isn't ideal, but sounds decent-ish. I think Ancient Grudge could be quite useful, depending on what he plays. Rampagers are nice, although maybe a little slow. I'd rather add a 2-drop or something, but I think we're just going to run with this. We are on the draw as well, so we can hope for some good stuff. Attack with Guide, revealing a first for knowledge. I'll play the tower, but nothing else, so it's fairly good news. We are a bit worried about turn 3 Tron, but we can sort of deal with a Worm Coil thanks to Ancient Grudge. Not in the worst position if turn 3 Worm Coil comes down. So that 4 here, he goes an island, she puts into play. Still no play for him, so that's quite good, though he's probably going to repeal our Goblin Guide, I would imagine, which is not excellent. So we're going to attack, and indeed we do see the repeal, and he's got an Expedition map on top, which means he's going to be putting Tron together very soon, so that's not great for us. But we have got him down to 14, so on the plus side. So we're just going to play out our Rancor and our Goblin Guide again. We found a playable creature, which is a little annoying, but it's just playing a Solemn rather than putting Tron together this turn, so that's pretty good. I'm going to Ancient Grudge the Solemn out of the way and hit for 4. Got triple bolt now, so we're really looking just to get him below 9 life, and hopefully if we can play around the counters we'll actually be able to just get him. So Grudge, take out the Solemn, hit for 4, down to 10, and play our Arid Mesa and pass. I suppose I could have used Ghor-Clan to trample over instead of Ancient Grudging the Solemn. Perhaps that would have been the better idea. How much would we have done? We've been able to do 6 damage. Yeah, actually, that sounds like a better play. Not quite sure why I didn't do that. I don't know if there was a good reason for that or not. Yeah, Ghor-Clan. Yeah, yeah. I think that would have been better play actually. So he repeals our Goblin Guide and plays a Solemn. I'm gonna crack and blow up the Solemn with my flashback to Ancient Grudge, because we're actually gonna be able to hit him down for down to 6 here, and then we've got 2 bolts. I'm gonna use my last bolt while he's not got counter magic up, so put him down to 3, and that puts us in a fairly good position. And treasure mages, so I'm quite scared here that he was going to fetch up a Mindslaver, as that would really mess us up. Not sure we can really beat a Mindslaver. Depends on what he did, I suppose, but you can bolt our guy, Rancor up his own treasure mage or whatever, send another bolt at our face. We would be left with Ghor-Clan Rampagers, I suppose, but if he puts anything big on the board, like a Worm Coil or something, we're just in terrible shape. Fortunately, he doesn't get a Mindslaver, and he actually gets a Worm Coil engine, and we're perfectly happy with that, provided we can get one of these bolts through. So we draw a Magus of the Moon and just throw a bolt at his head, and there's pretty much no way he can actually counter 2 bolts. So yeah, managed to pull that one out, despite not actually having any other creatures other than this Goblin Guide. So that went pretty well overall. Tron's a reasonably good matchup. Again, you've got to be quick, you've got to make sure that they're not dropping Worm Coils, because that's pretty terrible. There's not a whole lot of ways to come back from it. But yeah, as long as you're quick, and they have a slow start, which tends to be the way, then you're in with a good chance against Tron. One of the better matchups, I'd say.